What's up, everyone? Overheat here, giving you guys another World of Tanks review, Xbox One edition. This time on the premium tier 8 medium Chinese Type 59, which has been a long awaited for a lot of people who play PC. Been looking forward to this tank coming out. So we're gonna get right into it, do some comparisons to, as we can see in the bottom left, some other similar tier 8 premium tanks. And what I mean by similar, other premium medium tanks that have selected matchmaking. So let's get right down to it. Hit points 1300. Now, kind of on the low end compared to the others. We're looking at T95 with a nice 1500, and the Freedom with slightly lower in 60. So Type 59 comes on the low end when it comes to hit points. Speed limit is a 56 kph. We have a Type 59 with the same, and the Freedom with the lowest. So when it comes to mobility, or not really mobility but speed, Type 59 ties with the Type 95. Ooh, that's gonna become a tongue twister. But when it comes to acceleration, Type 59, the T59, I'm just gonna start saying, lacks horsepower compared to the T95, which is slightly better by 40. Freedom obviously being at the lowest end with 500, but it makes it up with a great chassis and turret rotation of 46 degrees. Type 59 has a horrible 36 and 32 degrees, and the Freedom has an atrocious 32 to 24 degrees. So when it comes to overall mobility, the Type 59 has the other two beat. Rate of fire on the other hand is at a 6.0 rounds per minute, which is so-so. The T95 is at an amazing 8.0 rounds per minute. The Freedom is at a lot better than the T59, 7.32 rounds per minute. View range on the other hand comes a little bit short with 380, T95 390, Freedom 390. And camouflage, we're looking at an average, below average, and average. But we look at the bar, T59's bar is a lot higher than the Freedom's. Give them that. Armor wise, we're looking at a hull of being 180 on the sides and 45 on the rear. The T95 with a low 95, 71 on the sides and 25 on the rear. And the Freedom with a ridiculous 170 in the front, 76 on the sides, and 51 on the rear. Turret armor is an amazing 200 on the front, 130 on the side, and 660 on the rear. T95 is also at an amazing 178 on the front, 102 on the sides, and 51 on the rear. And the T64, or aka the Freedom, whatever, at T64 anyways. The Freedom is at a 102 on the front, 76 on the side, and 76 on the rear. Now better look at the armor. We're looking at a well angled on the hull. Well angled, probably 50 degrees on the hull, which is probably average around 150 millimeters in the front of the hull. So again, all these tanks have selected matchmaking. 150 in the hull maybe not seem like much. Maybe if you're tier 10 it wouldn't mean much at all, but since you're tier 8 and you do go against lower tier tanks, you do get a lot of value for that armor. So 150 tier 8 selected matchmaking, it's good, it's doable. I'll just say it's good hull armor. T95 on the other hand, with its 95, is well angled, ridiculously angled, ungodly angled, probably 70 degrees or close to it, so you're almost looking triple the amount of armor. Ridiculous bounce. Don't even count it. But on the downside, it does have that big lower glacis to shoot at, so kind of evens out right there. But upper hull, it bounces like crazy. Again, maybe not mean so much against tier 9s, maybe similar tier 8s, but since this tank does go against the lower tiers, you will get bounces. And then we have the Freedom, which probably has the overall best armor, hull armor out of all of them, with 172 with spaced armor. hull armor is pretty much impenetrable. Even tier 9s have trouble pinning through the hull of this tank. So I'll give the hull armor hands down to the Freedom. Now turret is at a nice 200 millimeters and 130 on the sides. But as we can see, there is flat spots on the front, and they're extinguished by a viewport and a machine gun turret. But they are small weak spots, and again, the entire turret is round. So, as we stated before, it's selective matchmaking, so for its tier and the lack of competition it has to go against, it's a real well-armored turret, and its commander hatches and are really small. So, overall, the turret, I would say, is top notch. T95, all that armor is in the gun mantle at 172. The rest of it is the 102, which is so-so for, I mean, you can get by for its tier, but you will get pins on the turret, and it has a really big ass machine gun port up top you can shoot at as well. So, comes to turret armor, it's so-so. It's not as good as the hull armor though. Freedom, again, comes back with the spaced armor. Has what was it? 102 on the front, but it's 102 with spaced armor. So again, turret, if you're hitting shooting through that space armor, really hard to pin, and there's even a gun mantle behind that spaced armor. So overall, I would say the Freedom has the overall better turret armor, but it doesn't have as many weak spots. The Type 59 has less weak spots. You have these cheeks right here, which anyone can pin through, and the entire upper part of the turret can be easily pinned, guided by the bazookas or whatever those things up top. So while the Freedom turret is good, I think I would give it to Type 59 as the better turret armor with the less obvious weak spots. So overall, when it comes to the basic stats, the Type 59 has better, I would say overall better mobility and better armor. Now on to the gun. How does the gun fare with the other two? Again, we went over the rate of fire, which is at a 6.90 rounds per minute. Penetration is at 181, which seems really low, but we won't know for sure until we compare it to the other two. And the premium rounds at 241, which is really good for tier 8, and the high explosive is high explosive. Damage at 250, tier 8, it's good, it's probably about average. So, and high explosive at 330. Has an atrocious aim time at 2.9. That is absolutely ridiculous aim time for a medium tank. Don't even, if you're sniping with this tank, 50-50 chance that your shot's gonna miss, especially with the .38 accuracy. This is an up-close tank, and those are horrible stats for a gun right there, especially when it comes to sniping. Sniping will not do you any justice with this tank. This is up base and personal. Just keep that in mind. But on to it, let's see. Again, stats look poor, but let's compare it to the competition. Type 95. See what we're looking at here. Again, better rate of fire, but as you can see, the penetration is a lot less, 173 to 181. Again, it's not much of a difference, but better is better, and it does slightly less damage with 240. T59 does 10 more damage, better is better, but it comes around on the premium round. The premium round does 9 more penetration than the Type 59. So aim time, as we can see, 2.29, a lot better, and the accuracy is 2 more, 0.36 compared to 0.38, a lot better. So overall, while the overall gun penetration and damage might be a little bit low, it makes it up with a slightly better rate of, insanely better rate of fire, and slightly better aim time and accuracy. Now the Freedom. We already know about that, but the penetration is at the lowest with 170, with an equal damage of 240. But then it comes back with an extremely better premium round with 258. And the penetration for the high explosive is 450. There's aim time is the same as the Type 59, but the accuracy is in the middle with 0.37. So when it comes to the gun, it's really hard to compare all three of them. I would say it's hard to compare. The Type 59 is at the highest when it comes to penetration and damage, but weakest when it comes to reload speed, aim time, and accuracy. Then you have the Type 59, which is on the kind of on the lowest on the damage and penetration side. The penetration ain't that much different from the Freedom, but it makes up with an amazing rate of fire, an amazing aim time, and an amazing accuracy compared to the other two, obviously. Then you have the Freedom, which is kind of the middle ground when it comes to gun handling. I would say it's the middle ground. So when it comes to, there's not much of a differentiation when it comes to the gun. The only thing I can tell you is that rate of fire saves lives. Overall, I would say gun rate of fire doesn't matter how much damage, how much better penetration is. It is a tier 8 tank, and 170 will get you by, and rate of fire will save your life more than damage and penetration any day. So I think overall, when it comes to gun, T95 has the best gun out of all three of them. Now overall, I'm gonna come break it down. Type 59 is a good all-rounder. Has good armor, good mobility, a good gun, good view range. It's a good all-rounder comparably to the T95. The Freedom not so much because it lacks severely in some areas, but the T95 and the Type T95 and T59 honestly are both good all-rounders. They both have their limitations in different areas. So overall, the tank itself is really well balanced, and yeah. Oh, and the main thing here, just to give everyone heads up, this one tank shoots premium high explosive, and this shoots APCRs. So just letting people know on that one. So let's get right into some gameplay and see what kind of games we can get out of this Type 59, the infamous Type 59. Let's get right into that shit. Okay, so here we are in Northwest. One of the new maps they actually released in an update a couple weeks ago. I haven't played many games on with it, maybe like 3. So I'm not too exactly where they go. Trying to make the best of it. But overall, I really like this map though. I think it's one of Wargaming's better designed maps. Pretty well balanced map where action can just take anywhere. There's no real focal points to work. And we're looking at a tier 9 game.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
I did go on top one game far left, and I learned that the enemy team gets there way before you do. So let's try to. I did go down here one game, and I liked it a little bit better than going left. But there's some nice shots on people. They push up too much. Oh, and the tank has, got to say, 6 degrees of gun depression. I have to share that out there. A lot better than most Chinese medium tanks, especially the tier 10, which I did review on, and gun depression is really hard to deal with. So if you're looking for a nice refresher from a normal Chinese medium tank, this is definitely a tank to try out. I think the other, oh that's right, there's the other premium Chinese medium tank too. I guess I should have compared it to that, but I don't own it, so I don't know. People want a comparison to it. I can buy it. I figured the other ones were a little bit better to compare to, though. Especially the Type 59 since, or Type 95, since the 59 and the Type 95 are both rare premium tanks. Kind of play the same way. It's kind of weird. Usually they quick cut here. Tiger 2. Oh, I see. So they're waiting on the other side then. That went straight into her turret, dude. Are you kidding me?
Reloaded. Looks like that one went right through. Nice shot.
Guess he didn't like that too much, huh?
They found us. Target locked.
Ooh, look at that, man. You got a
Locked and loaded.
big beat in there.
That got him.
Ooh, it's been trackers over the shot there.
Damaged.
Oh, that wasn't risky, I guess. Come on, IS-8, man. I mean, they're only tier 8s. I know you don't got the greatest armor in the world, but now Type 59 will have trouble.
The enemy knows our location. We didn't penetrate their armor. Loaded and ready. They've spotted us. We pierced their armor.
Yeah, just the shit beat out of him, man. He's like, fuck. Oh, I have no idea how I just pinned them there. Holy shit.
Load it up. Let it rip.
I need to put green rounds on this guy because it is an E75. And even with 181 of penetration, this doesn't have trouble pinning them.
They're hit.
So we want to get those guaranteed pins going. This IS-8, yeah, that's the main spot.
Enemies looking right at us.
Ah, fuck.
Focus attention here. Reloaded.
I'm coming, man. Oh, Jesus.
We lost a friendly vehicle. We've been detected. Target locked.
I
Our
got
team
you,
just
man.
wasted an enemy. Ready to fire on target. Penetration.
Give that Type 59 a beating.
Looks like that one
I'm
went
gonna stay
right
down low
through.
from that T20 Kodiak type there.
They've spotted us.
Oh, my
Just dig
finger
them.
on bounce, man. Are you kidding me?
Focus on this area.
There we go.
Scratch
Didn't
another
bounce that
bad
time.
guy.
not a bad game. I mean, it's got a lot of bounces to it, though. A lot of bounces.
Focus on this location. Enemies looking right at us.
That guy. Ooh, 3 kills, man. That's good.
Gun loaded.
Yeah, the rate of fire is low, but and that Type 59 rate of fire is insanely good, though. That was a nice game. That was pretty evenly matched. The round could have gone either way.
Great job,
Not
man.
a bad first game. Thought we blocked more than that, Jesus Christ. Not bad, no, it took top of the board, so not a bad first game. Kind of got a good side of how the armor plays out. So let's go see if we can get one more good one in there and see what we get. Steps on Team Destruction, and God, I love Team Destruction, man. I'm so happy they put that game type in here. See how this plays out. Actually, it's pretty much going to play out depending on how the team goes, so. Another tier 9 game, which ain't too bad. I'm not too afraid of tier 9 with this. I can kick my ass, but confident I can at least do some damage to them.
Let's get this show on the road.
I like to play mid, no matter what you game type is. I like to play mid.
We've been detected. I see one of them. Target locked. Enemy exposed. Enemy
Boom,
vehicle
I don't even know how I
eliminated.
hit that guy. Jesus Christ.
Enemy exposed. Gun loaded.
Yeah, he's gone. Centurion 7-1.
They found us.
1590. Looks like he's moving away, which is a bad idea. Ah, man, fucking should wait for it to aim all the way in. That was bad on my part. Again, God, that aim time, dude. You just
Enemies
want to
looking
take
right at
shots.
us.
But
The driver's a goner. The controls aren't responding.
ISH is in there.
We fixed the track. Let's roll. Enemies got us in their sights.
Come on, guys. He's right there, man. Pin him. Give him a hard time for me.
Enemies looking right at us.
Yeah, I knew it was in a bounds, but I thought maybe the RNG god would give me some luck.
Loaded and ready.
Did I say not spot me anymore? I guess not. Look at that, man. That tank's coming up behind us, too. Hit some higher pinning tanks, you'd be able to kill them, but Type 9 over there. Kind of scared to go up right now because I know I'll get spotted. They have that Centurion 71. Team destruction, so it's best to stick with the team. So I'll move up. There's not much I can do there anyway. I can help. Best thing I can do is help push the points over here.
The enemy knows our location. They found us.
Ah.
Focus on this area. Loaded.
God, that ISA just doesn't give a shit, man.
The enemy knows our location.
I don't really want to do anything stupid. But I do want to get a shot.
Red detected.
There we
Looks
go.
like that
That
one
nice
went
revenge
right
shot on
through.
that ISA there.
Ready to fire. Enemies got us in their sights. It's like we're shooting spitballs.
So that ISA, that's nice.
They spotted us.
I'm just saying, fuck it, I'm just busting out my premium rounds, I don't want to deal with it. Of course, that one got dirted. Are you fucking kidding me?
Our tracks come off. We're stuck. Nice shot. Tracks back up. Go, go, go. We've lost the tracks. We're mobilized.
Come on, team, give me some love. Bounce off of
Let's move
me. Damn, you're right. Okay, sweet. AB3 is dead. Looks like they're killing the STI.
Load it up. Let it rip.
Okay. Now we got some breathing room here. I'm sure they're pushing around the left side. But if they are, they're probably leaving the tortoise behind. So hopefully we can find the tortoise being by themselves.
Focus attention here.
My hope is at least. Still got some of these guns and our STI still at full health. I don't know how everyone else is looking. D30s here today. there's the
location.
Conqueror. It's all moving down, so they might be thinking I'm by myself.
Focus on this area.
Here's a tortoise. Looks like they're taking a big difference of it.
They found us. Loaded and ready. Focus on this location. You've been detected.
That tortoise is gonna die right there, though. Look at that, see, against tier 9, man, that 150 doesn't mean anything, but against tier 8 and lower, though, you can definitely make some good use of it, bro. That Conqueror's upgraded.
Focus on this area. That one drilled straight through.
Oh, you fucking kidding me. Well, this would be an interesting one to see how it plays out. That other Conqueror's not fully upgraded either. Let's see what we got. Guys, 3 is near one shot. I wouldn't be surprised if he shoots at him and shoots him. Like fucking cat and mouse right now, Jesus Christ. We're letting the STI go first, which is a lot thicker turret, dude. Yep, I knew he didn't kill that fucking IS-3, man. He saw him and I knew he didn't kill him. You're still showing your shooting down at you, man. It's gonna pen, so. accurate 20-pounder though. Oh, you make shit more difficult for you, man. What the fuck? Kidding me? Yeah, then I get it, the E75, you can't really run away, but you didn't have to push him off though. You didn't have to take the hit, man. You got the help. Just take the hit. Take the hit, man. Just take the hit. Jesus Christ, dude. Get on its side, get on its side, get on its side. There you go. There we go. Wow, that was some interesting final moments there, I guess.
Great job, man.
Okay. Not too bad, not too bad at all. We got some nice assist damage, took 3rd place overall. No, not a bad game. Get to see some nice strong suits. So, really played well that game. Yeah. Not too bad. We got 2 kills, 1400 damage. No, 1800 damage. So. Yep. Overall, Type 95, really great medium tank. Even against tier 9 that haven't played correctly, you can still be fairly competitive. I wouldn't say there's many tanks better than Type 59. I think the T95 is probably a good kind of counterpart. I mean, both tanks play about the same. So, for overall, I love the Type 59. Bleh. Anyone who can get it, I suggest you to get it. It's a good buy. It's a fun tank to play. I enjoy it. So, overall, this is a review of the Tier 8 Premium Special Type 59 Infamous Chinese medium tank. Probably going to be sold once a year. So, those who lucked out, man, sorry, I got to wait until next year. So, until next time, guys. See ya.